All right, everybody, welcome back. We are at the half. It is Illinois leading Ohio State 48-42. Apologize. I was going to stay on through the halftime, but I had to get my computer was jumping. It looks like if everything is resolved, it looks like the screen's back in order now. So hopefully that will be resolved here. 48-42 at the half. Illini lead the Buckeyes. Let's run down the first half stats here. From this game, the Illini 15 of 28 shooting for 54%. They are 7 for 14 from three-point range at 50%. Perfect 11 for 11 at the free throw line. Ohio State from the floor 15 of 31 at 48%. Three-point shooting 8 for 18, 44%. Both teams shooting very well from three-point range. Buckeyes were 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Slight rebound edge for Illinois, 15-14. It's pretty highly contested. Turnovers pretty light, just 5 for the Buckeyes, just 3 for the Illini. Leading scorers in that first half, Illinois is led by Keaton Wagler's 14 points. David Merkovich with 11. Zvonimir Ivisic with 10, so 3 Illini in double figures in the first half. Other scores, 4 points for Tomislav Ivisic and Andrei Stojakovic. Just 3 points in that first half for Kylan Boswell. He is the leading scorer on the season for Illinois. He only took 2 shots and hit a three-pointer in that first half, and 2 points out of Jake Davis. Rounding out the scoring for Illinois. For the Buckeyes, they've only had 4 players score in the first half, but Bruce Thornton has led the way with 24 points. 8 points out of Christoph Tilley, 7 out of Devin Royal, and 3 for John Mobley Jr. That is the 4 Buckeyes that have scored in the first half, as Illinois, ranked number 13 this week, they lead Ohio State 48-42 at the break. Let's run down some scores across the country. Top 25 scores. It is now a final in the first game at Madison Square Garden in the Jimmy V Classic. I'm sorry, it is not a final. Excuse me. Clemson leads 52-47. BYU trying to mount a furious comeback. They were down 21 in this game. Clemson led this game at the half by 21 points, and BYU has fought back to make it a 5-point game. It was 43-22 Clemson at the half. They've been held to 9 points in the second half. It is a final in Ann Arbor. Number 2 Michigan all over Villanova, 89-61. Number 24 Virginia, 76-48 over Maryland Eastern Shore in the second half. And the second game of the Jimmy V Classic coming up will be number 18 Florida and number 5 Connecticut. Scores from the SEC. Kentucky, boy, what a rough start they're having. Just 5-4 on the season. They are blowing out North Carolina Central 93-60 in the second half. Other Big Ten scores. Of course, we got this game coming up here, just about to tip off in Bloomington. Penn State and Indiana, and USC out in San Diego to take on the San Diego Toreros. That's a look at some other scores across the country. And in Columbus, we get ready to start half number 2. Illinois leading Ohio State 48-42. Illinois will remain in conference play after this game. They will host number 23 Nebraska for their first home conference game in Champaign this weekend. Ohio State, meanwhile, steps back out of conference. They will take on West Virginia coming up this weekend. Buckeyes already 1-0 in the Big Ten. They started off conference play this past weekend with a hard-fought 86-82 win over Northwestern. Ohio State off to a 7-1 start this year for Jake Diebler. Again, haven't had quite as tough of a schedule as Illinois has, but still a promising start for Ohio State at 7-1. on the season. Of course, the Big Ten, reason for these 2 early conference games in December. Big Ten, one of these conferences that plays 20 conference games. These conferences you see that play 20 conference games, they always have these 2 oddball conference games in December to start the conference season. And then, wow, what is this we have going on at halftime at Columbus? What is that, a hat throwing contest? What is that? Some kind of activity going on at halftime there in Columbus. Looked like a hat throwing contest. Wonder if there's something, whoever gets it closest to something in the court wins a prize or something. Oh, something going on. Anyways, I was saying Big Ten plays a 20-game conference schedule, so you've got these 2 oddball conference games in December before the teams step back out of conference, before conference play gets underway in full swing in January. Big Ten does this. I think there's a few mid-majors that do this. Big West, Horizon League, and Missouri Valley, I think all do this. ACC might do it too. So here we go. We are just about ready to start half number 2. Original starting 5 for both sides here in the second half. And it will be Buckeye ball. Noel with it. Outside it goes. On the drive. The reverse layup is blocked. And back comes the Illini the other way. Coast to coast goes a layup for Stojakovic. 50-42 Illini. Tilly bounced past to Thornton. Thornton outside for an open 3 for Noel, and the corner is good. Brandon Noel with his first 3 points of the game, and it's 50-45 Illinois. Merkovich draws a double team, finds Stojakovic. Stojakovic gets cut off as he tries to drive. Stojakovic, nowhere to go, finds Wagler for a deep 3 that's no good. Wagler shot that from the E and the Buckeyes logo at midcourt. Or not really the Buckeyes logo, but just written out as Buckeyes. There's a shot inside the paint that's going to go for Mobley, and that brings the Buckeyes within 3, 50-47. At the other end, a 3-pointer is long. Rebound to Thornton. Buckeyes can tie it with a 3. Thornton gets cut off. And we'll send it back outside. This for 3 and the tie. No. Rebound Illinois. Stojakovic off the glass. Too strong off the glass, but an offensive rebound for Boswell. And a 3 for Stojakovic. That's no good. And another offensive rebound. That's Wagler this time. And this time the Illini will slow it down. Almost a turnover. But instead it's a foul on Devin Royal. First foul of the second half on the Buckeyes. Foul number 2 on Royal. Illini to inbound in front of their bench. And it comes to Boswell. Avicic gets cut off. And it's knocked out of bounds by Royal of the Buckeyes. It will stay Illini ball. 6 on the shot clock. Shot clock really hasn't been a factor, but a couple possessions tonight with these two teams' fast pace. Illinois to inbound underneath their basket. And it comes to Boswell. Shot clock's down to 3. Boswell's going to have to do something. He passes it off, and a 3-pointer at the top of the key, well short, out of bounds. I think the Illini lost track of the shot clock there. Tomislav Ivisic had to just throw that three-pointer up there. 2.5 old, second half. Thornton brings it up for the Buckeyes, and a reach-in foul outside. This is going to be on Boswell. That'll be his second. Illini's first foul of the second half. Thornton to inbound for Ohio State. Into Royal, back to Thornton. Thornton bounce pass to Mobley just inside the paint and off the glass. Mobley banks it in from just inside the foul line, and we've got a 1-point game, 50-49. At the other end, a three-pointer is good for Merkovich. That gives him 14 as he hit that three at the top of the key, 53-49. Royal with the pull-up at the other end, no good. Out of bounds, it's going to be Ohio State ball. Merkovich is going over to Brad Underwood. He wants him to review that. He's adamant that that went off Ohio State. But there's no review coming. And it comes to Noel. Driving inside. The right-hand layup is good. That's Andrew Bynum, who just checked back in. Getting his first 2 points, 53-51, Illinois. Wagler gets cut off, sends it into the corner. And a foul as Merkovich was driving. Foul is going to be against Bynum. That's his third. So Amari Bynum has picked up his third foul, and he'll have to go right back to the bench. Illinois inbound and getting free for a layup, but missing. And back come the Buckeyes. On the drive, layup is good, and this game is tied at 53. Thornton with his first 2 points of the second half. 26 in the game for Bruce Thornton. 53 apiece. Crowd at Value City Arena comes to their feet. Outside, Ivisic for three. That's well short. The Illini keep it alive, however, as the Buckeyes couldn't come down with the rebound. Inside, bumping is Stojakovic, count the basket. And a chance for a three-point play. Stojakovic got bumped by Mobley and got the bucket to go. And he'll have a chance to complete a three-point play following the timeout. 55-53, Illinois leads Ohio State. A good one here in the Big Ten with 15:39 to go, second half. The Illini have now dropped under 50%, I think for the first time this game, 47%. Meanwhile, Ohio State has jumped over 50% shooting at 51%. BYU has pulled within one of Clemson with 3:34 to go. 54-53. BYU trailed by 21 at halftime. 43-22. They have outscored Clemson 31-11 in the second half. Clemson just 11 second half points in 16 and a half minutes in that game. Game 2 in the Jimmy V Classic, number 18, Florida, number 5, Connecticut. Indiana has an early 12-7 lead over Penn State. It's about 4 minutes in that game in Bloomington. A good one here in the Big Ten between these two teams, Illinois and Ohio State. Illinois leading 55-53, they will be heading to the free throw line to try to complete a three-point play. This is the only meeting in the regular season between these two teams. Of course, these super conferences teams only meet once now. Illinois will be heading to the line to try to complete a three-point play once we resume. A lot of Illinois fans making the trip to Columbus for this game tonight. So Stojakovic going to the line to try to complete the three-point play for Illinois. Illinois a perfect 11 for 11 at the free throw line tonight. And Stojakovic hits to complete the three-point play and give Illinois the lead by 3, 56-53. Bringing it up for the Buckeyes is Thornton. Guarded by Boswell. Thornton into the corner. Three-pointer short. Rebound, Illinois. And back the other way come the Illini. And off the hands of Boswell, and a turnover for Illinois. Just their fourth of the game. Merkovich a little bit too much mustard on that pass. Thornton brings it up for the Buckeyes. Tilly with it. Tilly, nice pass inside. And Noel with the turn from the right hand. That's blocked. The follow, and that's going to be a goaltend. Avicic got up and got the second block, but it's a goaltend as it hit off the glass. Brad Underwood, again, is not happy. Expressing his displeasure to DJ Karstensen. 56-55, Illinois. Boswell with it. Boswell finds Avicic. Avicic with a bounce pass, and I think he was out of bounds there, but they're going to get a push underneath the basket first. Foul is on Devin Royal. That's his third. So Royal and Bynum, 3 fouls apiece for the Buckeyes. Illinois to inbound under the basket. 4 fouls here in the second half for Ohio State. Inbound comes to Merkovich. Outside to Avicic, back to Merkovich. Merkovich driving inside, draws a double team, puts it up with the left hand too hard. Buckeyes can't corral the rebound, but they finally do. Gabe Cupps brings it up the floor for the Buckeyes. Cupps with it. Noel. And a bad pass, but they're going to get either a kick ball or a foul. It's going to stay with Ohio State. I think they got a kick ball there. So that'll reset the shot clock to 20. And Gabe Cupps to inbound for the Buckeyes. Cupps gets it into Thornton, guarded by Boswell. Thornton backs it back out, and now trying to drive, and Boswell got too close and commits the foul. Kylan Boswell, leading scorer this year for the Illini. He's only attempted 3 shots tonight and also just picked up his third foul. Been held to 3 points tonight. That's team foul number 3 on Illinois, and once again, the Buckeyes will inbound, this time from quarter court in front of their bench. Into Tilley, back to Thornton. Over to Cups. Cups looking and finds Mobley. Mobley tries a three-pointer. That's a little too strong. Rebound to Illinois. Illinois maintains the 1-point lead. This is Wagler with it. Wagler on the outside. Finds Davis. Davis goes inside, and the right-hand shot is good by Zvonimir Ivisic. And Ivisic gives Illinois the lead back by 3, 58-55. Thornton, top of the key three-pointer, round and out. Rebound, Illinois. On the drive, this is Ivisic for 3. No. Rebound. Actually, we have a loose ball foul underneath the basket on the Buckeyes. I think that's going to be on Gabe Cups, I believe. And Cups just picked up his third. So Cups becomes the third Buckeye now with 3 personal fouls. Cups, Bynum, and Royal, 3 fouls apiece for the Buckeyes. That's already 5 team fouls here in the second half for Ohio State. Illinois to inbound, a dangerous inbound that was almost turned over, but Merkovich comes down with it. And now a bump outside. This one's going to go on Christoph Tilley, so add him to the 3 foul list for the Buckeyes. And that's already 6 team fouls, so Illinois will be shooting free throws from here on out, and we still have 13:06 remaining. Again, the Illini inbound. This is Wagler. Wagler drives inside, and that's going to be offensive this time against Illinois. So the Illini turn it over for just the 5th time. Got a push off on Keaton Wagler there. Thornton brings it up for the Buckeyes, down 3. Thornton with it. Thornton trying to drive, instead passes on the outside in the corner. Bounce pass, back it goes to Tilley. Shot clock at 3. Tilley has to put up a 3. It's long. Rebound to Illinois. Good defensive series that time for the Illini. Layup for Stojakovic is good. Laid that up over Tilley. Stojakovic now in double figures, and the Illini lead is now 5, 60-55. Thornton on the drive inside, passes outside. This is Cups with the jumper. That's short. Into the hands on the offensive rebound, but missing the point-blank layup on the putback is Tilley. And then we have a frustration foul on Illinois State, number 4 on Tilley. He missed a point-blank layup after getting the offensive rebound and then committed a frustration foul on Ivisic. But you got to know the situation there. You've already got 3 fouls. You can't be committing fouls like that. So Tilley now with 4 will probably have to go to the bench as we have a timeout. With exactly 12 minutes to play, Illinois leading Ohio State 60-55, and Illinois will have free throws on the other side of the timeout. Four seconds to go in the second half in the Jimmy V Classic. Clemson and BYU now 64-64. Again, BYU trailed by 21 at halftime. Tell you what, we got a commercial here. Let's just go to the end of that one. So a frantic second half comeback in this game for BYU. They have outscored Clemson 42-21 in the second half. BYU's going to have the ball here. Just going to the end of this game during the timeout of the Illinois-Ohio State game. BYU trying to complete the second half comeback and win it here. Looks like they're going to have to go the length of the floor. Well, we're not going to be able to go back to the end of this one because we have another timeout called. Let you know what happens on that one. Here, Illinois leads Ohio State 60-55, and they will be shooting free throws with 12 minutes to go. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of this game. So following the timeout, as Brutus the Buckeye doing his thing in front of the camera. If you're Illinois, you've got the Buckeyes in some serious foul issues here. This might be, if you're Brad Underwood, you might want to start maybe working the ball inside, knowing that Ohio State has that foul trouble. Here we go. Ivisic with a 1-and-1. First is good. And he's got one more. This can extend the Illinois lead to 7. And it's short. First miss at the line tonight for Illinois. 61-55. Illini lead is a half dozen. Thornton bounce pass inside. Royal is double teamed inside, and he gets fouled. And see who they got that foul on. Buckeyes will inbound. Here's Royal. Royal against Jake Davis, and he is fouled by Davis. That'll be number 3 on Davis. And Devin Royal will head to the line for 2. So Davis and Boswell, 3 fouls apiece for Illinois. Correction, that was not a shooting foul. I'm sorry. And now we have a foul on Humrickhouse on the inbound. So now both teams are in the penalty for the remaining 11:39. Devin Royal heading to the line for 1-and-1. First one is good. So we've had 14 fouls called in the first 8.5 minutes of the second half. One more coming for Royal. And got it. 61-57. Illinois by 4. That's 9 now for Royal. Wagler with it. He draws a double team. Finds Jake Davis. And a three-pointer around and out. Rebound Ohio State. Well, that was halfway down and came out. Royal with it. Finds Mobley. Mobley inside is fouled. I think they're going to get Humrickhouse. And that will send John Mobley Jr. to the line for the first time tonight. He is heading to the line. Mobley with 7 points tonight. He's got 2 free throws. First is good. Both teams have been very, very good from the free throw line tonight. One more coming for Mobley to try to cut this to a 2-point game. He does not. He rimmed out on the second. 3-point Illinois lead, 11-minute mark, second half. This is Wagler with it. Wagler. Wagler pops a three-pointer. Good. Keaton Wagler now with 17. And Illinois leads by 6, 64-58. Royal bringing up the floor, finds Thornton. Royal has an open three. That's short. Kept alive, however. No, it isn't. Boy, Bruce Thornton, 24 points for the Buckeyes in the first half. He's been held to 2 here in the second half. Not sure. Okay, yeah. 1-1 here for Merkovich. Free throw is good. One more coming for Merkovich. This to extend the lead to 8. Second free throw for Merkovich is perfect. Illinois by 8. This is Thornton with it now. Thornton on the drive. Thornton now passes off to Royal. Royal behind the back dribble. Royal inside, turnaround. Just inside the foul line is good for Devin Royal. 66-60. Royal now in double figures with 11. Second Buckeye in double figures tonight. Stojakovic with it for Illinois. Stojakovic, that's going to be a push off. Yep, that's going to be an offensive foul. Stojakovic pushed off. Stojakovic guarded by Mobley. Yep, threw out that shoulder. Stojakovic picks up his third. So we talked about the Buckeyes' foul problems. Illinois is starting to get some foul trouble as Stojakovic becomes the third Illinois player with 3. Thornton with it for the Buckeyes. Thornton drives inside, puts it in with the right hand just inside the foul line. Thornton with 28. 66-62. Wagler has it for the Illini. Wagler trying to drive inside, cannot, sends it back out. Back inside it goes to Wagler with the right hand. That's short. Rebound pulled down by the Buckeyes. Mobley bringing it up. Mobley looking for help. Now we'll back it back outside to Noel, right back to Mobley, and Mobley is fouled by Wagler. That'll be number 2 on Wagler, and that is now 10 team fouls, so it's 2 shots now here on out the rest of the game for Ohio State. This to bring the Buckeyes within a possession. Still 8:54 to go. Mobley with 8 points has 2 free throws. First is no good. One more coming for Mobley. Missed them both. So it stays a 4-point spread. Ohio State, 3 straight misses from the free throw line after hitting 7 for their first 8. And now we have a foul outside on the Buckeyes. That's going to go against Mobley, I think. Team foul number 9, so this will be the last 1-1 for Illinois. Stojakovic to the line. One and one here. There'll be 2 shots here on out the rest of the way on each foul. Illinois already in the double bonus. First one for Stojakovic. Good. He'll get the bonus. Second free throw on the way for Stojakovic, and hits them both. Illinois 17 for 18 at the free throw line tonight. 13 points now in the game for Stojakovic. Buckeyes with it. Thornton gets free. That has it blocked, but they're going to get a foul. Thornton drove inside. He got fouled by Humrickhouse, so that is his third. And Thornton going to the line looking for 30 points. Two shots. First is good. Second free throw coming for Bruce Thornton. Got it. 30 points on the night for Thornton. Buckeyes down 4. 8:20 to play. Wagler with it. This is now Stojakovic on the outside. Stojakovic driving inside. Stojakovic with the left hand. No, but he gets fouled. They're going to get Colin White on the foul, and that will send Stojakovic right back to the line for 2 for Illinois. We may be seeing a lot of free throws here for this last 8-12. First one for Stojakovic is good. Well, he hasn't hardly even moved the net on his free throws. Boswell, after a quick breather, checks back in. This for a 6-point lead for Illinois. Good. 15 on the night for Stojakovic. 70-64 Illinois, approaching 8 minutes to play. Mobley with it for the Buckeyes, passes to Thornton. Thornton resets outside. Thornton guarded by Wagler. Thornton drives. Thornton to the right of the foul line, no good. Rebound pulled down by Stojakovic for Illinois. Stojakovic brings it up. Stojakovic spins on Colin White. He's stripped, and a steal. Royal with it for the Buckeyes. Royal spins. Royal gets inside, puts it up. No. It went around the rim and rimmed out. Boswell brings it up the floor for the Illini. Work it around the arc. And now the drive inside and a foul. That's going to be against... If that's Tilly, he's gone. Nope, they're going to get Bynum. That's number 4 on Bynum. 7:19 to play. 70-64 Illinois. And Illinois will be at the line. When play resumes out of the under 8 timeout. What a finish in that game in the Jimmy V Classic. BYU hit a 3 pretty much right at the buzzer, and BYU completed a second half comeback from being down 21 at halftime. BYU comes back to beat Clemson 67-64. Wow. BYU moves to 8-1 on the season. That's going to be a tough one to swallow for Clemson. Up 21 at halftime. And you're outscored 45-21 in the second half. Number 24, Virginia, an easy win over Maryland Eastern Shore, 84-60. Indiana all over Penn State, 37-14 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Indiana, after a 7-0 start, dropped their last 2, but it looks like they're getting back on track big time tonight. Here it is 70-64, Illinois in front. 7:19 remaining. Illinois 47% shooting from the floor. Ohio State 44%. Both teams have cooled off here in the second half. Illinois 9 of 23 from three-point range, 39%. Ohio State 9 of 25 for 36%. Illinois 19 of 20 at the foul line tonight, 95%. Buckeyes 9 of 13 for 69%. So 2 free throws will be coming as both teams are in the double bonus. Good crowd on a Tuesday night at Value City Arena in Columbus. Watching their Buckeyes at home in Big Ten play for the first time this season. Two free throws here for Wagler. First one is good. Wagler looking for his 19th point with his second free throw. Short on the second. That's Wagler's first miss from the line tonight, just the second for Illinois as a team. 71-64, Buckeyes down 7. This is Royal with it on the outside. Bounce pass inside it goes to Mobley, and Mobley is fouled. I think they're going to get Wagler. They do get Wagler with his second. And to the line for Ohio State is Mobley for 2. First is no good. That is now 4 consecutive misses at the free throw line for Ohio State. as Tomislav Ivicic checks back in for Illinois, replacing Zvonimir Ivicic. He's actually the one that picked up that last foul. So that's his second. Second one is good for Mobley. 71-65. Illinois, we have ticked under 7 minutes to play. Wagler with it just across midcourt. Wagler looking to drive now. Can't find anyone. Gives it off to Boswell. Back to Wagler going inside. Merkovich caught it too hard. Tip no. Rebound this time. Pulled down by Ohio State. 3 cracks at it that time for Illinois. Thornton brings it up, and he's got it now for the Buckeyes. Thornton. Off it goes, and the pass inside. Tilley is fouled as he tries to go up strong with it, and Tilley will head to the line for 2. Foul is on Merkovich, so that is Merkovich now the 5th Illini player to reach 3 fouls in this game. And Christoph Tilley heads to the line for 2 for Ohio State. First of 2 for Tilley is good. Stojakovic back into the game for Illinois. Humrickhouse going out. One more free throw coming for Tilley as he tries to reach double digits tonight. But he misses the second. Ohio State just 4 for their last 9 from the free throw line. 71-66 Illinois. Under 6 minutes to play. Boswell with it near the Y in Buckeyes. Ivicic back outside to Stojakovic. 2 to shoot. They're going to put something up. Stojakovic throws one up and it gets it to go. Stojakovic just threw that up and it went in. 73-66. 17 for Stojakovic. Nice pass inside and the finish and the answer for Ohio State. Great pass from Mobley. 73-68. Value City Arena crowd coming back, getting in it here. Wagler outside for Illinois. Off it comes to Boswell. Inside, back outside, Boswell. Fake the 3, now sends it back out. Corner 3-pointer, around and out. Illini another offensive rebound, but then stripped. Still loose. Illini able to save it, and then a foul. What hustle by Illinois to keep that ball alive. And the foul is going to be whistled against Mobley, and the Illini will have 2 free throws. Illinois just out-hustled Ohio State for every loose ball that particular sequence. It's going to be Merkovich heading to the line for Illinois for 2. First free throw is good. Merkovich goes 2 for 2. The Illinois lead is back to 7. 75-68. Merkovich with 18. Tied with team high with Wagler for the Illini. Meanwhile, Thornton's been held in check in the second half to just 6 points after a 24-point first half. He'll try a 3 here. It's an air ball, and over it goes to Illinois. Wow, Thornton airmailed that one. Thornton, I believe, has played every minute today. I don't remember him coming out. Wagler with it for Illinois. We near 4 minutes to go. Boswell back over to Wagler. That's a kick ball, and that'll reset the shot clock to 20. And Illinois will inbound from quarter court. In it comes to Boswell. Back outside to Wagler. 10 to shoot for the Illini. 4 minutes to go, second half. Boswell back to Wagler. 5 on the shot clock. Wagler looking inside. Illini going to have to put this up. Boswell with the right hand gets it to go. The second time the Illini get a shot to go, although I think they're going to look at that one as we are at the under 4 timeout just to make sure he got that shot off before the shot clock expired. Going to take a look here. Oh, yeah, he got that off with half a second on the shot clock. It's going to be 77-68 Illinois as we are at the under 4 timeout. Ohio State down 9. They still have it 75-68, but that shot was clearly out before the shot clock expired, so it's going to be 77-68. That'll give Boswell just 5 points, though, tonight. He's only attempted 4 shots the whole game. Illini are shooting 46%. Buckeyes 44%. Illini have put 4 players in double figures tonight. David Merkovich and Keaton Wagler tied for team high at 18. Andrei Stojakovic with 17, and Zvonimir Ivisic off the bench has contributed 13 points tonight. Leading the way for the Buckeyes, Bruce Thornton with 30, but he's been held to just 6 in the second half. 11 each for Devin Royal and Christoph Tilley. $77-68. It is the Illinois lead with 3:51 remaining. Again, other Big Ten scores. Number 2, Michigan blew out Villanova in Ann Arbor, 89-61. And Indiana leading Penn State 48-18. Wow. With 3:35 to go in the first half. USC and San Diego tied at 13 in the first half. And Indiana up 30 on Penn State in the first half. Indiana trying to snap their short 2-game losing streak after starting out 7-0. So the Buckeyes will have it down by 9. They will have the ball out of the timeout. They saying that shot didn't count because they still have 75-68. That clearly looked good. But they do still have it at 75-68. Here's Mobley with it. Mobley, guarded by Merkovich. Mobley gets inside and scores with the left hand. Mobley now in double figures with 11. Fourth Buckeye to reach the double figure total tonight. 75-70. Three minutes to play. Wagler looking for help, has Boswell. Back to Wagler for three. Got it. Keaton Wagler. 21 points on the night for Wagler. Illini lead by 8. Mobley trying to answer with a three. He got bumped. No call. It is kept alive by Thornton. Mobley clearly got bumped there on that three-point shot, but no call. Buckeyes still have possession, though. And now we do have a foul underneath the basket. Kylan Boswell with number 4. And 2 free throws coming for Ohio State. Two free throws here for Devin Royal. First is up and good. This to bring it back to a 2-possession game. Still 2.5 to go. Still plenty of time. One more free throw coming for Royal. Got it. 78-72. Illinois by 6. Still don't think that score's right, but we'll go with it. It's Boswell. Over to Wagler. Why not using a little bit of clock here? Still a little early for that yet. Wagler knocked out of bounds by Tilley. It will stay Illinois ball with 4 to shoot. Wagler. Nice defense there by Tilley, standing straight up and knocking that ball away. Pass deflected on the inbound, and the shot's no good. Another offensive rebound for Illinois, and Mobley with a foul. Mobley picks up his 4th. So Bynum, Tilley, and now Mobley, 4 fouls each for Ohio State. Boy, the Buckeyes just cannot come up with a rebound here these last 3 or 4 possessions. Boswell at the line for 2. First is good. One more coming for Boswell. Missed the second. And we have a whistle. What did they call here? Not sure what they called just. I don't know if they called a foul or out of bounds. Got a foul. Okay, they got a foul on Avicic of over the back foul on Tomislav Avicic. So to the line goes Tilley for Ohio State. First is good. Obviously, when I'm doing these live streams, for obvious reasons, I have the sound down, so I don't always catch exactly what some of the calls are. One more coming for Tilley. Second is good. 5-point lead, 2 minutes to go, and a timeout is called. 79-74, Illinois leading Ohio State. 2 minutes exactly to play. Team's pretty even on the shooting percentage now. 44 for Illinois, 45 for Ohio State. Illinois 10 of 25 from three-point range for 40%. Ohio State 9 of 27 for 33%. Illinois 23 of 26 at the free throw line tonight for 88%. Ohio State 15 of 21 for 71%. And the Illini looking to win their conference opener. Trying to hang on here as they lead by 5 with 2 minutes on the clock. Indiana is up 32 at halftime on Penn State, 58-26. USC trailing San Diego 22-18. They're just about to get underway in Game 2 of the Jimmy V Classic. Number 18, Florida, and number 5, UConn. And here it is number 13, Illinois, 79, Ohio State 74. 2 minutes remaining. Illinois will have the ball following the timeout. Buckeyes led by Bruce Thornton's 30 points tonight. Been held to just 6 in the second half, though. He had 24 at the half. Illini led by Keaton Wagler's 21. Illinois coming out on the floor with Merkovich, Stojakovic, Wagler, Boswell, and Tomislav Ivicic. They're starting 5. Illini will inbound. Looks like some press being shown here for Ohio State. Boswell draws a double team. Stojakovic now with it. I better get up. He gets up with 1 second to spare. Stojakovic back outside, and the Illini reset. 10 to shoot for the Illini. 100 seconds on the game. Boswell takes a three-pointer. That's short. Rebound, Ohio State. They can make this a one-possession game with a basket. Thornton, guarded by Boswell. Thornton bounce pass. Royal inside. Got it. Devin Royal makes it a 3-point game. 79-76. Again, press being shown for Ohio State. Timeout. Called by Illinois with 3 timeouts left. I don't blame Brad Underwood for taking one there. 79-76. Going down to the wire here in Columbus. Both teams have protected the ball very well tonight. Illinois 8 turnovers, Ohio State with 5. Both teams still with 2 timeouts. In case of a tie-up, Illinois does have the possession arrow. Illinois looking to hold on and improve to 8-2. Ohio State looking for the rally and move to 2-0 in conference play. Buckeyes to inbound. In it comes to Boswell. Boswell guarded by Thornton. Boswell crosses the midcourt stripe. 1 minute to go. Wagler with it out just across midcourt. Wagler. 10 to shoot for Illinois. Open three on the way. Sure, got the bounce. It was short and it got the friendly bounce. 82-76. Tomislav Ivisic used every ounce of the rim there. Getting the friendly rim on the road in Columbus. And the lead for Illinois is 6. Timeout called by Illinois. They have 1 remaining. So the Buckeyes now down by 6. Going to have to work a little bit quickly now with 44.7 to go. In it comes. Must-score trip for the Buckeyes. Here's Thornton. Guarded by Ivisic. Thornton lost the ball out of bounds off his knee. And with 33.7 seconds, Illinois with the ball up 6 can almost salt this one away. Costly turnover there from Thornton, losing it off his knee out of bounds. Illinois to inbound. Instead, we have a foul on the inbound called on Gabe Cupps. And Illinois will head to the line for 2 free throws. Cupps picks up his 4th, so he is now the 4th Buckeye with 4 fouls. And to the line for Illinois is their leading scorer tonight, Keaton Wagler. Excuse me. First free throw is good. It's now a 3-possession game. After Nebraska this weekend, who the Fighting Illini host for their conference home opener, back to non-conference play. They still have their bragging rights game with Missouri coming up in a couple of weeks. One more coming here for Wagler, and hits them both. 23 for Wagler. Illinois lead is 8. Buckeyes running out of time, down to 30 seconds. Thornton moving quickly. Boswell will give him the 2, and he'll lay it in. 84-78. That's 32 now for Thornton. And a quick timeout called by Ohio State. So both teams now with 1 remaining. With the Illini up by 6. Illinois has held Ohio State 10 points under their season average. As both teams average over 88 a game. Illinois comes out. Merkovich, Boswell, Stojakovic, and still the normal starters, Ivisic and Wagler. Ohio State with Cups, Tilley, Thornton, Royal, and Boswell, and the Illini turn it over on the inbound. A horrible inbound. I think there was some miscommunication there. Stojakovic thought Boswell was going to be there on the baseline, and he was not. So the Buckeyes catch a break there. In it comes to Tilley. Inside, and the Buckeyes just give it right back. I'm sorry, excuse me. They say Illinois knocked that out. So in it comes. Here's Royal. The turnaround is blocked. And a foul. Royal went up for the quick shot as he needs to, down 6. But it was blocked, and then a foul committed by Tilley, who just fouled out. So Tilley fouls out with 13 points. And with 17.7 seconds to go, Illinois can put this one on ice at the free throw line. David Merkovich at the line, looking for 20 points. First is good. Free throw line has been phenomenal for Illinois tonight. They are 26 for 29 from the free throw line. Merkovich hits 2. He reaches the 20-point mark. 8-point lead for Illinois. Thornton with it. Mobley to Thornton in the corner. Royal for 3. That's an air ball. Illinois rebounds. And a foul with 5 seconds to go. And the Illini are going to escape Columbus with a win in their Big Ten opener. Amari Bynum just fouled out. This is a good win on the road for Illinois. Ohio State they're a good team. They're going to be a threat in the Big Ten. Not saying they're going to be a threat necessarily to win the conference, but they're going to be a force in the Big Ten. They're going to be a tough game. Merkovich hits the first free throw. Second one on the way is good. Thornton brings it up the floor. Thornton will lay it in, and that's how this game will end. An game-ending layup for Bruce Thornton. Gives him 34 points on the night, but the Illini get the win 88-80 over the Ohio State Buckeyes. Illinois improves to 8-2. They are 1-0 in the Big Ten. Ohio State falls to 7-2, and they fall to 1-1 in Big Ten play. Final stats in this one, the Illini shoot 44%, 24 for 54. 41% from 3 at 11 of 27. And 29 of 32 at the free throw line for 91%. Buckeyes shot 46% from the floor, 28 of 61. 9 of 28 from 3, 32%, 15 of 21. At the free throw line for 71%. Rebound edge for Illinois, 37-30. They had some key offensive rebounds down the stretch. Illinois turned it over 9 times. Ohio State turned it over 6 times, so both teams protected it fairly well tonight. Illinois was led by Keaton Wagler's 23 points. David Merkovich added 22. Andrei Stojakovic with 17, and Zvonimir Ivisic with 13, the 4 in double figures for the Illini. Other scorers, 7 points for Tomislav Isavic. Leading scorer on the season, Kylan Boswell, held to 4 points tonight. He averages 17 a game. He only took 4 shots. 2 points out of Jake Davis. Buckeyes led by Bruce Thornton's 34 points. 15 out of Devin Royal, 13 from Christoph Tilley, and 11 points for John Mobley Jr. That's the 4 for Ohio State in double figures. 5 points out of Brandon Noel, and 2 points out of Amari Bynum to round out the scoring for Ohio State as Illinois wins it 88-80. Illinois now returns to the State Farm Center. They have their conference home opener this Saturday against number 23, Nebraska. Ohio State steps back out of conference play now for 3 games. They will take on West Virginia coming up on Saturday as their next game. As the Illini win it, move to 8-2. They win their conference opener, 1-0 in the Big Ten. Ohio State falls to 7-2 and 1-1 in the Big Ten. It's going to wrap it up on the live stream tonight. Again, my name is John on YouTube, Sports Bonanza John, my handle. If you do like my content, really would appreciate a like and subscribe. Also on Kick tonight at Sports Kick John, you can follow me there. On Twitch as well, Sport Guru John. Have not posted anything on Twitch in a while, but I will be going back to Twitch here before too long, so you can follow me there as well. Under Twitch, it's Sport Guru John. I will be back again later on this week for another live stream. Try to make it on tomorrow night. If not, it'll probably be Thursday for another college basketball live stream. As we get into mid-December here, as we are just about set for full conference play coming up at the beginning of the new year in January. Probably be on the live stream Thursday night. Don't know if I'm going to make it on tomorrow, but that Iowa State game looks pretty intriguing, so probably be on the live stream Thursday for that Iowa State game. Oh, Paul Sox. Hey, appreciate you joining me here, Paul. The Nebraska game. You see. Wisconsin, Nebraska tomorrow night. You know what? I can probably do that. Yeah. Tell you what, that game doesn't start till 9 o'clock. Yeah, tell you what, I'll be back on the live stream tomorrow night for that Wisconsin-Nebraska game. That looks like a good one. The ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers at 9-0, number 23. That's Illinois' next opponent coming up this weekend. Well, appreciate you joining me. And you know what? Yes, I'll do that game tomorrow night, Wisconsin and Nebraska. That looks pretty appealing. Wisconsin's 7-2 on the season as well. So I'll be back on tomorrow night here on both my YouTube and Kick channels for Wisconsin and Nebraska. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, I'll be on just prior to that for that Big Ten matchup between the Badgers and the Huskers. Oh, Illinois, Nebraska. I thought you meant the game tomorrow, Paul. I'm sorry. I'm still going to do the game tomorrow anyway. Saturday at 4 is that Nebraska, Illinois. That's going to be kind of iffy. I still have to work my full-time job on Saturday, and we're getting into our busy season. That one might be kind of iffy, but I'll be on for the Nebraska game tomorrow for sure, and we'll play it by ear on that Illinois-Nebraska game. Again, appreciate you joining me, and I will hopefully you all can tune in tomorrow night with me for that Wisconsin-Nebraska game and hopefully be on Thursday for that Iowa State game. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Good night. God bless.